Are you looking for an email communications template to plan out your daily, weekly or monthly communications within your business? Well, let me walk you through the real life example that I use within my marketing executive job. Hope you enjoy. Okay, now here is the comms template right here. Now what I really tried to achieve while building this template was to get as much information in one single document as possible. Now this is an older iteration, obviously. You guys can customize this as much as you want. I will be leaving a link to a bit more of a blanker template for you guys to use. Now, one of the biggest things for us as an organization within this template is to be able to very quickly understand what has been done. As you can see from these cells right here, let's say, for example, we have group 1 right here, percentage of execution. I've got 2 tasks right here, send post to com and build and send personalized com. Now, but as we can see here, whenever this has been ticked off, I can go 100% execution and it turns the whole thing, this whole group section right here into 50%, obviously. When this has been sent to maybe a line manager or someone a bit more senior inside of the organization, they can really have a quick look at what has been done and been like, okay, if all of these were 100%, etc., and this group 2 was maybe communications for an event you were hosting for next week, then if the senior is coming onto this piece of documentation and seeing that all of these are 100% and the entirety of this group, let's just call this charity event, if the senior was really pushing for the comms to be sent out for the charity event, instead of you having to update them constantly every single day, you could just be like, you can just send them this piece of documentation, see that all of these tasks for this charity event have been completed or have at least been scheduled. And that will sort of ease the mind of the person organising the entire event, because they know that the communications have been set up, they have been scheduled, and more importantly, they have been documented. So this percentage of execution is probably the main part of this document that I've received good feedback on in terms of giving value to the people that view the document, because they're not having to work out for themselves what has been done, what needs to be done, etc. So the second part of this obviously is the drop-down menus, which just add a nice ease to the process. So for example, we have this charity event right here, rebuild and send post to com. I put it as 100% again, so this would be set to completed. And let's say if this was, I don't know, 50% completed, then we would be able to set this one to in progress. So obviously, again, up here, this whole process is just made for ease of viewing. So someone can come onto the document, see that we have 4 tasks that are in progress, 3 tasks that are completed, 8 that haven't started, and if there was any paused or overdue tasks, they would be here as well. So this process repeats itself throughout the entirety of the document down here. There's a couple of spare sections down here. As industry people who are moving in a very fast environment, we don't want to be spending half an hour looking at a document or more specifically building this sort of document. So we want to be able to have everything set as it is for us to just put data into every single month. So the task we have here is quite self-explanatory. Go on to the date period. So this has to be done, or this is being completed between this date and this date. The performer who was operating the task. If we had a gentleman called Phil on the team, or Mr. Philip on the team, then he would be there completing one of the tasks. Obviously the frequency, so this is again going into the more communication side of things. If we had send post to com, and you can see between the 17th and 18th one time, because it's between the 17th and 18th, you're not going to send more, you're not going to send the same communication in one day. But when we have a communication such as this send post to com communication between the 19th and the 1st of February, so maybe the event that we are promoting is on the 2nd of February, the life of the communication is lasting a bit longer, which allows us to send multiple communications within the month of January. And then set up so the frequency is there. Again, these are just drop downs we have by project, or is it going to be 2 times a day, 2 times a week, 2 times a quarter, or 2 times per project? Whatever the case may be, these have been set up for ease of use and for you to build this communication strategy very easily. Obviously, target list, we're sending out communications that will be sent within a database. We have hundreds of lists at my company which we send specific communications for. Maybe one communication is for a CEO, maybe one communication is for a list of juniors. Whatever the case may be, there are lists for that. And as you can see, maybe we send this communication here to account members plus non-members, so that's almost the entire database. And as we said before, the percentage of execution is there as well. So what I've done is left the majority of things blank. So for example, the active company comms plan 2022 managed by you, You'll probably be able to put your logo in here. I have my company logo in here, but obviously I've took it off for your benefit. In the template you will find down below will be a blank version of this, so all of these will be set to their natural values. You won't have any of this information to remove yourself. I'll make sure to remove it all for you. But yeah, so having a comms plan set up in this sort of simplistic way, even though maybe some of the things are a bit higher level than maybe you would be able to create on your own, hence why this template is available for you to use for free. But the value of a comms plan cannot go understated within your company environment. Knowing exactly what's happening on a day-to-day basis, and more importantly, letting other people you work with know what's going on that day-to-day basis, just allows communication to flow a lot easier, but importantly it allows you to free up time to spend on more valuable tasks. We do not want to be spending all of our time creating templates and creating reports, so if templates are here, like this one, to help you, then I'm happy to provide them. If you had any requests or questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'm always about to answer questions. Again, thank you for watching. I'll catch you in a bit. See you later.